84 here. So I'm gonna do a quick live, or as quick as I can be here. So I'm gonna do an unboxing, a quick review, and then just combine them into Devastator's leg mode. Or I have Devastator already put together besides Mixmaster here. So I have not opened them yet. So this will be my first impressions of this figure. So I know I'm a few minutes late than what I put on here, but you know, got a family, things happen. So we're gonna slit the tape here. And we'll just see how this figure goes. No one's watching, but it ain't a big deal. So we get that crappy piece of paper, which you always just fall it out, throw it away. He's got a little bitty instruction booklet. I'm gonna get your Mixmaster. He's got his drum separate. Hello, Princeton. I was going to just open this up. Clippity clip. So many. Where's the other one? Clip. Is that, nope. My God, I'm blind. Totally missed that one. And he's got another. Jesus. He's not going anywhere. So there is Mixmaster. Comes tabbed together. Hello, Daniel. And yeah, finally. Yeah. Took me a while to get started here. And I finally got Mixmaster. He's alright. Feels pretty good so far. Get his little drum out. Throw that in the ground. So he's got 3 pegs. I better look at the instructions before I screw something up. Let's see. So we just peg that sucker on. Okay. There we go. Like that. Close it up. So that is Mixmaster. Mixed to the master. He has no waist articulation. There's no wrists because they are part of the molded piece here. So he's going to be lacking somewhat in articulation. Does get a bicep swivel. I thought that might be double jointed, but the elbows are not. Just 90 degrees. Head is buried inside of that. He's got good kicks. Full splits. Knees are good. Yeah, a lot of these guys are starting to hit early. I did see people finding the newer aerial bots at Walmart as well. I think it was a Firefly and Skydive. So all these combiners are hitting early, which is good, but it's bad for my wallet. So that is the worst part of that. Now, out of all the Constructicons, he feels pretty sturdy. He's not too hefty, but he's a lot heftier than, say, Bone Crusher and Scavenger. And definitely a Scrapper as well. I'd say he's probably about the best one so far overall. Long Haul and Hook have some weight to them. I guess them being Commander class, they have to be, because otherwise you're paying $90. You want something solid with them. But this guy here, he's pretty good. A lot better than the Combiner Wars. I am not deconstructing that Devastator at the moment to do any kind of comparisons with this, because the individual bot modes in these guys so far do seem to be built a lot better than the Combiner Wars was. So he's got his little gun here. And you do get little tips to support blast effects on that as well. And just put that in his hand. Oh, try put it in his hand. So hey, overall, he's not bad. He's a lot better than Combiner Wars. You have the big drum that's way down here. Those felt pretty cheap. Wheels are pinned in, which are very nice. I like that. So maybe get a better roll. Not the snap ins. Those look really cheap. When they have the snap in tires, they just remind me of the old, like from the 80s. You get the military sets, you know, little vehicles there. That's what that reminds me of. Just cheap plastics when you get at the dollar store. Yeah, he is a thickie. But, you know, some people like them thick. They're all about the girth. I kind of wish he had a waist articulation, but I know he doesn't get that because that's probably where his ratchets are for the foot mode of Devastator. You can see there. So he's got some good ratchets. The head, not bad. You see on the box here, which is a little bit closer to the animation of the actual cartoon and the movie. These stick out a little bit further than they actually do on the figure. There's like little bitty nubs here. But I guess some concessions had to be made to get the figure to combine and not have this extra junk sticking out. His shoulders, he doesn't get much on the shoulder articulation. I don't want. You can kind of get it up. I don't want to break anything. I'm not gonna force stuff. If I had to do a transformation on camera, I've never transformed them, so this is going to be a little bit tricky for me because I haven't done this before. So let's going to remove the gun. But overall, I like him. He does get thigh swivels too, so he's nice. Yeah, he feels a little more quality than all the other Constructicons, besides maybe a hook and, like I said, long haul, just based on their weight. Let's see, transformation. We got to do something with this back piece here. Pull that down. This when we put it back. Oh, because I had it the right way to begin with. I put it on wrong apparently. So there we go. So we just have to do his feet out. It helps if I have fingernails, which I don't have nails to grab a hold of stuff. So then we'll tap his legs together. Then we'll fold feet up. Let's see. That's got to go down. This comes up. I guess I'm doing this right. Down and up, dude. That's why I do most reviews, so I can edit it out because the transformations get kind of finicky. You've got to tab in there. He's not raising up. Losing pieces of plastic though. Come on. So his feet supposed to go in. I don't think I'm getting something right. Yeah, everybody's going to check out now because we can't transform them. Apparently I can't. Come on. So go that way. He's got by another bend. That's what I'm not getting. There we go. No, still not getting it. Yeah, I'm not doing good at that. So this has to go up. So when you do that, so it comes into that part. Oh, jeez. That part has to get there. Come on. Megatronus, I've seen him a few times at Target, and I cannot get this guy to transform. Either I'm just not smart. It goes down. And then you go up. And it's supposed to bend at the knee. I have an extra Megatronus. I have two. I forgot to cancel one of my orders. So I ended up getting two of him. There we go. There we go. I made it harder than it had to be. So this is why when you do it without doing things live, you can edit all the mistakes out. So these flip up. And this comes in. Let's see. Chest piece goes up. Arms go up. Tabs in, I guess. Yeah. Right there. The hands tab around that. This piece tabs into the arm. So the shoulders. like that. Okay, so he's transformed. So I had a hard part there with the legs, but otherwise he's actually pretty easy. Let's see. He rolls extremely well. That's one thing about the pinned tires. I didn't know Megatron's is still out on Amazon. He's Wave 1. They moved on to Megatron and Grimlock, which I've seen a lot of the G1 Studios. That's extra Studio Series. It's not Age of the Primes. Who's the second wave of Age of the Primes? I don't know who's the second wave of the leaders of those are. Let's see. Get this guy into leg mode. Let's see. Now we gotta get him to leg mode for Devastator. Oh, too much stuff here. So we gotta take the front of this. And it comes down and out. Like that. We're gonna bring that up and over. Like that. Snap in. Just got your snaps. Like that. There we go. And then we take these little feet pieces, bring them down. So they want them down and up. Am I missing something? Yeah, it seems like they're supposed to go another way. Hands come out. Come on, hands come out. Untab from the thing. There we go. And I don't think I got his legs right, but you bring them down, then you bring them up. So I'm not sure what they're trying to tell me to do. There's not much where you can do. So, and of course you can store the gun in the front here on the foot. So that one or the other one, they want you stick it in? Yeah, it's that one. Or it actually supposed to be long haul's gun. It goes there. Alright. So we got that. Bring in Devastator. You stay right there. Oh, you're going to have to lay down. So we got to bring this piece down like this. This is going to slide in on his leg like this. Then you'll bring that up and it snaps into place. Ratchet that down. And there you have the foot for Devastator. It's very easy. So we'll bring that up a little bit. I can move my box out of the way. Knock stuff over too. So that is Devastator fully combined. Now, I don't know, is this loose here in the shoulder for a bone crusher going up and down? So I'm figuring if I put anything in his hand, it's going to be easy for that to just weigh down. Got his gun here. Of course, my Devastator came missing the piece here, which when I contacted Hasbro, all they did was send me another G2 Grimlock. So I got two of him as well. I know people not complain, but they point out this. They don't like the off-centered feet here. You kind of can't see because of the gun. Wow, they go off to the side, so they're not perfectly centered with the thigh. I know there is a knee upgrade you can buy that will recenter the legs, but then you have to try to keep them in, I think, in an A stance, where here you can actually stand them straight up. You don't have to keep them in an A stance. So you can keep his legs closer together. So when you do that, that's why they did it this way. According to the designers, or they said they have him off center so he can stand straight. Otherwise, they bump into each other. But if you're going to do A stance, you can go ahead and get that upgrade, and you can use it that way. Scavenger, he does better on the friction here to hold the gun up. I don't think the gun, I don't remember testing. No, it's not blast effect compatible either. So between that and Megatron, barrel, see, his gun is loose as well, and that bugs me. I'm sure upgrade kits galore will be made for this guy, so you can always upgrade him there. While I got him standing here, I do I have Age of the Prime Superion, and I do have an upgrade kit on him on the legs, which I have reviewed, which gives him about an extra inch of height. So now he is more comparable with Devastator. Otherwise, he's only like, he's an inch smaller, so he will come up to like right here on Devastator. Yeah, so you got the knee upgrade for the Devastator. Yeah, it doesn't bother me that much to where I really want to spend that much more money. I don't know how much it costs though, but because I'm just gonna keep him in A stance anyway. But it does look a lot better, aesthetically to have his legs centered with him. So yeah, I saw someone had it and it looked a lot better when it's centered in like that. But I put them on my shelf. I'll have other Transformers in front of them anyway, so I'm not really going to see that. I'm more concerned about like with the height of them. I like them to be a little bit taller. I'll bring in Studio Series Megatron, so you can see the scale here, which I think is actually close to the cartoon scale they have with that scale chart, which that scale chart is messed up anyway. Because if you look at the scale chart and they have Megatron with the Devastator, the Decepticon row, I think it's about this height to him. But when they show Prime, Prime is that height to Jetfire, and he would actually come up to about here on Devastator. So this is all messed up. Even that scale chart isn't to scale with itself. I haven't really seen I saw quick pictures of the DNA upgrades. I don't remember off the top of my head what all it consists of. I'm more concerned. I want some upgrade hands for Devastator. That's what I really want is new hands. That way he has more articulated hands. I don't know if that DNA upgrade kit had that or not. I could look that up real fast. Got my phone over here. Let's see. Devastator upgrade, if I can spell. Is that DK01? Is that it? There. Oh, the trumpets. Is that the one you're talking about? Gap fillers, stuff with the trumpet. You gotta get off. Come on. So they have long haul and hook upgrades. Talking about those for them, where you can move the back pieces and stuff. See, I don't know. I ain't even gonna turn around and look at his back. Is it that bad? Megatron's in the way. Yeah, it looks bad in pictures. In hand, I really don't see a point of moving the back piece up. It does look a little awkward, I would say, but I mean, I'm not too fussed about it. I do like the trumpets though. That's kind of cool. If I had doubles of some of these guys, I would probably do that so I could have them sitting with the coordination Starscream and have them blowing their trumpets with Starscream in his throne. Let's see. Yeah, Studio Series 86 Megatron. I've seen a lot of him lately. I came across 3 of him. Well, no, 4 of them. 4 different stores had him the past 2 days. And so I've seen him. He's starting to pop up in stores as well. So maybe he'll start being a little more plentiful. With him being such a contentious figure, I think that's the right word. People might not pick them up as much as long as you don't get hit by scalpers in your town who try to like hoard the figures and make the money off of them. He should be hopefully easy to find. But he's a good figure. I got no complaints really of him, so that he doesn't transform into a gun, and maybe his cannon, which I do have an upgrade cannon coming from Funbeast Studios. I ordered. I don't know when it will get here, but it's an upgradable cannon, which can work in tank mode as well. But will also support a blast effect. I think it actually comes with a blast effect. When I get that in, I'll take a look at that. Hopefully I'll get it in sometime soon. But this is Mixmaster. He is down here in the bottom. He is on Devastator. So overall of the Constructicons, I think he is the best of the individual bots that you would not, not in a 2-pack. Out of the Voyagers, the 2 Deluxes, he is the best. I think overall, just overall weight and quality feel, I'd say probably long haul and hook. But just out of a nice quality of the ones you could find, and on the limb bots, he's probably the best limb bot. They make up the torso. Um, Scrapper's all right. I think he's a little small. Bone Crusher and Scavenger is really iffy, but I think they're all better than their Combiner Wars counterparts there. But I think the scale here, I kind of wish they were bigger. I do like the scale with the old Combiner Wars Devastator when he's 18 inches over the 13 inches he is here. Um, it makes it really hard because Omega Supreme now is just going to tower over this. So either you're going to have to try to make a smaller Omega Supreme, or you just have to stick with the Combiner Wars, or find some company and maybe they will KO oversize this into a bigger one. I don't know. But I'm going to end this here. I just wanted to do my first impressions of Mixmaster and add them on to Devastator, and show off with the Aegis Prime Superion with the leg upgrade. So you can see the scale here makes Superion tall, just as tall as Devastator. Actually, he's probably about a quarter of an inch taller than Devastator with that upgrade. Also, the upgrade on Superion makes him bigger than Jetfire, Siege Jetfire, which is what I was wanting, because otherwise he's the same size as Jetfire. So I have the upgrades for Superion. You can get them from our TF Lab for Menasor as well. I know DNA, I think, make upgrades for these guys also. But Devastator, he's really nice, more sturdy feeling than the Combiner Wars. I'll probably do a better review overall of the Devastator coming soon, where I can do edits and not have to sit here and talk all the time in the live. But I just want to do this real quick tonight, because I picked up Mixmaster finally yesterday. I just wanted to get him here on my Devastator so he can stand proper. Anyway, thanks for watching. To the next one. Peace out.